Korean pop music, it's addictive, it's fun, and you can't take your eyes off of it. There's something about it that just draws you to the sound. There's a lot of reasons why people watch K-pop. The catchy music, the great singers, the stunning visuals. But one thing that truly separates K-pop any other music out there is their use of choreography. A good or viral choreography can make or break a group. Dancing is one of the most important attributes of an idol. So today, we're gonna be ranking the top 15 girl group dancers in K-pop. Now, I've enlisted the help of some of my friends, all of which are high-level dancers, to help me with the judging process. Technique, basically the fundamentals of dance, their posing, their facials, their skill in executing. Musicality, how well the dancers interpret the beats, the rhythm, how well they feel the music and show it in their dance. Fluidity, how well their dances flow from one move to another. Do they flow like water or do they move like an awkward statue? Energy, how much energy is she bringing to the dance, or does it look like she needs a couple monsters? So now that we got all the rules out of the way, let's rock.
From G-Friend, she's the main dancer. Yes, queen! Immediately right off the bat, can definitely tell that her visuals are like super on point. Everything seems like so smooth to her. Her face is like just really effortless the whole time. I love that when you can definitely tell like somebody's very technically trained, very comfortable with what they can do. Another thing I'm noticing about her dancing is it's all very like sweet and smooth and minimal, but I can tell that she's just like a beast at dancing. From what I know about her, I think she was specifically a hip-hop dancer, pop and lock dancer before she even debuted. So that I'm sure adds a lot to her technical abilities when it comes to dance. But there seems to be like a kind of echoed statement throughout like comments and such that she seems to be a little overshadowed by other idol dancers. She's fierce, look at that face, look at those visuals, girl, you're so cute. Yeah, there's that hip-hop influence, I love it. It looks like she's not even breaking a sweat, for sure. It's just so easy for her. Cute. Cute, cute, cute.
So I'm a really big fan of ITZY, and she is an amazing dancer. I think she did really well with her fluidity and also the lines that she makes with her body. Whenever she needed to make a pose with her legs, they're bent where they need to be, her body was angled where it needed to be, so she just hit everything spot on.
She grabbed my attention because of the little head detail that she does. A normal movement would be like this, but then she goes ha ha. So then even if she's in the back, I'm like, okay, I see that.
You
meticulous movement, so.
She does have a lot of strong movement, but sometimes it's not as strong as it should be. Like, stronger than the other people that were there, but she did have she had good presence. There you go. She was very good. I mean, but not like amazing, but she was still good.
I thought she was amazing.
So I don't know Seulgi that well personally, but she seems like she has a lot of passion, and you can tell that in the dance. She really emulates the song type and the music. I have watched some of Red Velvet's things before, and it seems like she can do very cutesy dances very well, but this shows that there's more to her skill set than just that. She can do kind of more serious dances. She seems like she has a lot of passion, and you can see that in the expression in her face when she's dancing, and I think she's just specialized in a lot of different types of dance, which is really cool.
Minzy is such a cute performer.
Oh, she's so cute. you.
I feel like it's kind of, no, she was a good dancer. She was a good dancer.
She was a good dancer. It was very simple movement.
It was
very simple movement, and I think it was because she was in heels.
There's that too. She was a little bit choppy in some of them, and she would miss, like she would be half a second off.
Yeah.
Yeah, in certain parts, and that kind of bothered me a little bit.
But
her energy and performance made up for it.
Her faces matched the movement.
Yes. Yes.
And so like it wasn't over the top, because some of her facials are kind of what a lot of people can do over the top, but she made it so that it was like not over the top, but top notch for the movement. I don't know, I thought she was adorable, so you kind of overlook some of their dancing.
Yes.
Because she was just a really good performer. Like, she was really cute to watch, and so I didn't notice as much on her dancing skills as I probably would have for someone who didn't perform very well. There are a couple of things about her that I've actually haven't ever seen on a dancer. She has a certain look about her that's very unique, which makes her more pleasing to the eye, which in turn makes it so she controls the way you view her a little bit more. Her dancing is just top notch. She doesn't come off of as any kind of normal, average K-pop girl. She's one of those that I would not put in a group. I would put her as a single person. Her rhythm is perfect. She is very fluid in her movement. She's strong. She has very, very strong movement. Her energy is just crazy. She's just amazing to watch. So her body is longer, but it is more proportioned, which makes dancing a little bit easier. But she can control her body really well and do very, very hard things where one half of her body is doing and something else is doing something. I don't know how to explain that better. Her movement is so controlled. She just needs to not do cartwheel.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about Hyuna! She's seriously like the queen of performance. I couldn't like picture a list of idol dancers without Hyuna on it. I think she's like a veteran. She's been doing this for so long. Like, I absolutely adore Hyuna's charisma and stage presence. No matter what dance video you watch of hers online, every time she delivers, she's delivering with her all, and I think that's so important. Even her minimal movements are just so swaggy and powerful. She could just stand there and I don't understand her power. Watching her perform is like watching a pro. Everything about her is so spot on. Her visuals, her charm, her charisma, her movement, her technical skills. If I was in this business, I'd be like, who do I want to dance like? Who do I want to be like? I want to be like Hyuna! It's just like I said before, the movements can be simple and she delivers it with Hyuna power. I want Hyuna power.
Yeon is the bomb. I'm so lame for saying that, but she's my favorite. She's my favorite. She is who made me want to do K-pop, and then I stopped doing K-pop when SNSD wasn't doing as much. You know, because she actually has technique for a K-pop dancer. Is that a bad thing to say for a K-pop dancer?
No.
She has technique and she can hit it hard. She's accurate at the hits. It's not like halfway there. It's like boom, boom, boom. It literally looks like there's a wall stopping her whenever she goes boom, boom, boom. Does that make sense?
Yes, it totally makes sense. She has the control of being fluid and then stopping.
Yes, okay.
Actually, one of my favorite K-pop dancers. I honestly think she is the best that's out there. So when she dances, the thing that I love about her is she has a really long body. And long bodies don't tend to do well with hip hop. They tend to do better with ballet, sometimes jazz and in ballet, but with her, she is so aware of her body and so strong in every point that even in hip hop, she can look as amazing as someone who is shorter and a little bit more proportioned. The fun thing about her too is when she dances, she puts her personality into it, which is really rare. A lot of people are good at performing and making the song what it is, but she takes the song and makes it hers. Her body movement is just incredible. You watch her and she never has a point where she's not moving. So even in any kind of quick movement, she still makes it so that even after that quick movement, she's ready and starting to move into the next thing, and so that it flows. The other thing I love about her is she's really strong and has good isolations in her rib cage, which is really hard again with somebody who's so skinny, is they tend to, again, have a long body that goes like this, but she's really good about keeping this and moving her rib cage as an isolation rather than throwing her body all over the place, which again, I think she's the best K-pop dancer out there. I do. I literally think she's the best K-pop dancer out there right now. But everything I've ever seen her do, even when she's choreographing, she did some things when she tried out, I think it's called 16. But she tried out there, and even with her own choreography, the thing that I loved about her was that everything was her personality, her facials, everything about her was just, she took the dance and pretty much came out with no matter what the movement was, and it was Momo. And that's what I love about her.
Seungyeon from CLC, she's the main dancer. She talks about how dancing is a way for her to relieve stress. And I think you can definitely see that in her dancing. Like, everything is so natural to her. This is just like a part of who she is, you know? Like, look at how smooth these movements are and how comfortable her face is. Her ability to like transform inside of her videos, like concept to concept, is crazy. I was just watching a bunch of her monthly choreo videos, and they're all so different from each other. The concepts are like anything. They could be like girly, creepy, and like she does them so well. So she's like a chameleon in dancing. You can just tell how much it means to her.
This girl has got it. She is fabulous. She's just like sexy and cute, and she's smiling, and you can tell that she loves it when she's dancing. She's just like free, like she just lets herself go to dance, you know, however she wants to, and let her body move, because sometimes K-pop idols can be a little more restrictive, especially girl groups, but like she like puts all of her energy out there, which I think is amazing.
She's very complete in her movements, and I think.
Yes, very much. And it's not like it's choppy in any way.
Yeah.
Her movements are constantly fluid. But yeah, you don't even really notice the guy. She takes over so much.
Another thing I love are her facials, especially when she mouths the lyrics too.
It adds to the performance a lot.
Yeah. Like, more than anything, out of the 4 categories, I see her performance the most.
Yeah. She, like, I love how fluid she is in her movement. Mm-hmm. Even when it's sharper, it doesn't like ever stop to a point. The transitions are always super, super smooth. She's got great style. Not everybody can do dance like that and watch it.
Not everyone.
No, and you could have someone do the same choreography and you would never look that good. She's amazing.
She's got the attitude.
She does, and her energy is crazy. She did it with a man, and it was really hard to pay attention to the guy. She just overtook the entire performance and turned it into kind of her own thing. The other thing about her was that she was very fluid in her movement. There was never a break off on hers. Even when she went to the difference of sharp to fluid, it all mixed together really well. She's an incredible performer. Like I said, you didn't even notice the guy because she performed so well, and her energy is crazy. You just can see it pouring out even through her fingers. And her movement is all the way from the top of her head all the way out from core out, and she did amazing. You don't get much better than her. K-pop dancers and there are dancers that there's like hip-hop dancers and there's K-pop dancers. Not that K-pop dancers are bad or hip-hop dancers are bad. They're just very separate. She is a hip-hop dancer and a K-pop dancer. The way she can move and pop, her body is just unreal. It's not something you can see 99.9% of people can do. Oh my goodness, her movement is fluid and it pops and it blends together.
Even made the choreography look good.
She takes awkward choreography that would look bad on so many people and she makes it look so good. She's just one of those people that it doesn't matter. You could tell her to do the most awkward thing and she would go out there and just kill it. She's one of the best dancers I've ever seen in my life. And I have seen a lot of dancers. And I've coached a lot of dancers. And you don't see people like that. You don't. Having taught, like I said, for a very long time, if somebody like that came into your studio, it's like 1 in a million that you would ever see.
So surprisingly, we have a tie for the #1 spot. Every single category, they received a perfect score from every single judge. 10s all across the board.
Head to toe, I love her. Who does heels like her?
I know, props for her heels.
Oh my
Props for
goodness.
that.
I know this bothers you, but she knows what to do with her hair. I feel
Okay,
she
I
knows the hair.
will give her props for that because most people who do hair, it's like in their face and it drives me nuts. But I think it's because of the way she holds her body too.
Yeah. And another thing, she thicky.
Dude.
She thick.
Oh, I don't, and she's got a lot of personality. When she dances, like, she doesn't have like a dead face. She really,
Like, she does a cute face, but somehow it comes off as like teasing and still sexy. You know
she
what
comes
I'm
off as a
saying?
tease.
Exactly, and that's what you want to be.
I'm just gonna, her body control just is amazing now. Like, the things she can do in heels, I don't know how she does that.
I don't either.
So the first thing that we notice immediately about her is that she's so sexy, like one word, bombshell. And her dancing is like all about body confidence for sure. Like she's vibing and feeling herself and you can absolutely see that she loves everything she's doing. Her sex appeal is like off the charts, like embedded into her DNA. One thing about Hyolyn that I really like is that she appeals to like Western audiences a lot with her dancing. She also works with a lot of like YouTube choreographers like Aaliyah Janelle in this video. 1 Million Studio, I think. She does a lot of stuff with them. The thing about her dancing and her confidence is that this choreography could be done by anybody, but like nobody could do it like her. Her dancing makes me want to like be her, and I'm sure like any guy or any girl also wants to be with her. So she's like definitely doing a good job of showing that she's that girl. You know what I'm saying? Swag for days. It's got swag for days.
Okay, Lisa is one of the few people that I honestly believe can do just about any style. Any kind of K-pop. There's just so many different styles in K-pop, and I think she could stand up and honestly do some of these boy K-pop band things and look just as good, and then go do Blackpink and be sexy. She can be very, very sexy and very, very cute. She has